circles, okay? So we're just going to go round in one direction. So it's going to be a similar session to last week, this one, with a few additional stretches in there. Looking at the ceiling, looking down, and let's go the other direction. All the movements that we're doing, take them slowly if you're not used to them. You can always take it a little bit faster. There's no need to go real fast in any of the exercises today. 3, 2, 1. We're going to do some shoulder rolls. So we'll go back first. That's it. Getting that full range of movement in our shoulder joints. And then forwards. So we're going to do a few shoulder stretches back to back here. Dynamic stretches, we're moving rather than just holding a stretch. And we're going to do arm circles in 3, 2, 1. So we'll go backwards first, going backwards with those arm circles, reaching up high, keeping those arms straight. And then forwards. It's more natural for your arms to come forwards. Should feel a lot easier than going back. 3, 2, 1. The next one, swimming arms. So holding on the top of our shoulders. Go forwards first, front crawl. And then back crawl. Lovely. The next one we're going to do is bring our arms forward and open our chest as we come back. You want to feel the squeeze in your back muscles as you come back. It opens out the chest as well. Lovely. I think we've just lost someone on the Zoom. Hopefully they'll come back. 3, 2, 1. Snow angels looking up. Crossing those hands at the bottom and at the top. Good. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the next one, we're going to row, and then we're going to do like a reverse fly, but without any weights in our hands. So row, then reverse fly. Row, reverse fly. That's good. 3, 2, 1. The next one, thumbs up. Thumbs down. Keep those arms straight. Thumbs up. Thumbs down. That's good. Let's do a few more up and downs. Oops, I think Oksu's trying to join us again. Okay, and the next one, let's just see if Sue's in. Hopefully Sue's back in the room. So now we're going to sweep our fingertips on the floor, going around in circles. And let's go the other direction. Excellent. 3, 2, 1. Okay, next one. We're going to squat and then reach up onto our tiptoes. Squat, reach. Squat, reach. Excellent. Getting those leg muscles warm now so that we can stretch them. Got some lunges coming up. We're going to be alternating lunges. 3, 2, 1. Okay, alternating lunges, stepping forwards, twisting over that bent knee, twisting back, and then changing leg. Twist and back. Twist and back. Good work. Make the next one your last one. Oh, that's a bit of a wobbly one. 3, 2, 1. So we're going to do side lunges, so static side lunges. So feet wide apart, feet facing outwards. You're going to go to one side, you're going to come up, and then to the other side. Always come back up to center, and go to the other side. Keeping one leg straight as you bend your other knee. Another 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Standing forward fold, so simply folding ourselves in half. Keeping your legs straight and just hold. In about 15 seconds, we're going to walk our hands, or if you can't quite touch the floor, air walk them round to touch your heel. So 3, 2, 1, go. So just choose one side, walk your hands around, touch your heel, touch the back of the ankle, walk to the other side, touch the heel. Let's go to the other side, do one more each side. Okay, and slowly stand up, walk out. So you're going to get down, you're going to walk forward with your hands into a high plank position, walk back, and stand. Okay, nice and slowly. If we're doing a circuit session or a HIIT session, you'd be going much faster. We want everything to be nice and controlled today. Do a couple more. And on the next one, you're going to stay in the high plank position. You get down, hold that forearm, high plank position, straight arm plank. And then you're just going to drop your knees into a tabletop position. And we're going to do it 4 times. We're going to do the cat-cow stretch. Okay, so it's the cat stretch. What you do, draw that belly button inwards, around the shoulders, keeping your arms straight. We'll hold each for 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and then we drop that belly button. We raise the head. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's reverse it. Cat position. Head drops. 3, 2, 1, and reverse it. 3, 2, 1, and then 2 more of each. So cat. 3, 2, 1, into cow. Raise that head. 3, 2, 1, and last cat. 3, 2, 1, and last cow position. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the next one we're going to start off in the tabletop position, and you're going to do the puppy dog stretch. Okay, so what we're going to do is simply walking those arms forward until you can get your head pretty much touching the floor, and hold it there. You feel that stretch through the back. Hold here for 15 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Okay, walk your hands back into that tabletop position. Now keep your hands planted on the floor, and this time draw yourself back so that you're sitting on the heels of your feet. And again, drop that head down. If you want to feel the stretch more through the back, try and stretch those hands forward. So we're stretching the back and the sides now. Now we're all warmed up and ready to go. And what we're going to do in 10 seconds, we're going to walk our hands to the right hand side of our body to feel a stretch in the left hand side. Okay, so let's do that now. Keep in that child pose position. Stretch that left hand side. And just hold it for another 10 seconds. And then we'll walk it to the other side to feel a stretch in our right hand side. So let's walk our left hand, leading with our left, to the left hand side of our body until we feel that stretch in the right hand side. And then let's walk it back to centre, into that tabletop position. So the next one we're going to be seated. Okay, so it's not going to flow as much today's session. I'm going to break it down into stretching certain parts of the body. So the next one's again for the back. So seated twist. So you're going to sit down, both legs straight, bend your right knee, place it over your straight leg, get your elbow on your bent knee, and then sort of push as you turn to face the wall. Seated twist. Again, feeling it in the lower back. And let's switch sides. So both legs straight. You're going to bend your left knee. You're going to bring your foot over the top. So it's on the outside of your right, what I'm looking for, knee. And then you're going to place your elbow like this and sort of push yourself, push it so that you're facing the wall. Okay, lovely. Okay, so the next one's a basic lying twist. So you're going to lie down on the floor. Really easy, this one. Have your arms outstretched to your sides, bend your knees at 90 degrees, and then twist to one side. Try and get those knees on the floor. If you can't quite do that, don't worry. And switch sides. So dropping those knees now to your right hand side or your left, depending on what side you just did. Okay, perfect. Okay, so relax that there. So now we've stretched the back and sides, we're going to work on the hips and the glutes. The first one we're going to do, start in that tabletop position. We're going to get into a low lunge position. So what you're going to do, you're going to drive your, well, what you can do it from a plank position if you want, if you find it easier. Otherwise, you're going to step your right foot forward, so it's in between your hands. And you're going to get into that sort of lunge position. And what I want you to do is just to focus on pushing your left hip forward. Okay, left hip forward. Feel that stretch. Excellent. To really feel that stretch a little bit more, what you're going to do, you're going to put your hands on your chest and you're going to reach towards your heel. Putting that twist in as well. Relax your hands back down, bring them back to the tabletop position. Now you're going to bring your your left leg forward, step it in between your hands, come up into that low lunge position. And now your focus is pushing that right hip forward. We'll just hold it there for a little moment, and then we'll progress the stretch. by reaching for the heel, right heel. Okay, so bring your left hand to your chest and then try and reach here into this position. Get a little bit of stretch in the sides as well. With a lot of stretches, you're stretching more than one or two muscles at the same time. Three, two, one. Hands back on the floor. Flip that leg back. The greatest stretch in the world. So we've done this quite a lot. This time you're going to bring your right foot to the outside of your right hand. And you're going to rotate fingertips to the ceiling. Hold it there for a few moments. Bring your hand back down. And then switch sides. Go between each side. We'll do this for a good minute, this one. So we can get a few repetitions in there. So keep switching. Really stretching those hip flexors now. And it feels nice, this one. Don't worry if you can't get your foot all the way to the outside of your hands. Get it as far as you can. And then perform the stretch. Perform that rotation. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we're going to keep that plank position here. We're going to do pigeon pose. Okay, so we're going to stretch, not work. We're going to stretch the glutes. So this time we want your right knee to come under your right hand. Just shift your foot a little bit so it's facing the wall. And you're going to lean into that stretch. Come on down onto your forearms. You should feel that in your glutes. Your right hand side. Now if you want to progress the stretch, you can slide your straight leg a little bit more. And then let's change sides. Okay, so this time your left knee goes to your left hand. You shift our foot a little bit. You need to face the wall. Lean into that stretch. Come down with your forearms. Feel it in your left glute. You can shift that right leg back a little bit more. Just find that stretch. You need to wriggle a little bit. Just find where you can feel it and hold. Excellent, perfect. Okay, so onto your hands, leg back. Still working those hips and glutes. So this time we're going to lie on our back. This is a real simple one to do. Single leg hug. So bring that right knee up and then pull it into the chest and hold. And let's change side. Perfect, lovely. Next one's a lying pigeon stretch. Okay, so you're going to keep your left leg straight. You can bend your right knee, and with your left hand, you're going to pull your right knee over that straight leg until you can feel it in your glutes. So your left leg is straight, your right knee is bent, and your left hand is pulling on your ankle. Don't rotate with it. Okay, you want to keep your hips facing upwards. And let's switch sides. So your right leg is straight, bend your left knee, right hand grabs your ankle and it pulls it. Find that stretch. And then we'll do one more for the glutes. So we've done this one quite a lot. So you're going to bring your left knee at 90 degrees on the floor, foot on the floor. You're going to bring your right leg over the top like this, and then you're going to bring that thigh back so you can feel a stretch in your glutes. You can assist this by pulling back a little bit more. This is the last stretch for the glutes, and then we'll move on to the upper legs. And switch sides. And relax that one there. So whilst we're on our back, we might as well, you don't need to have a resistance band or a towel to help you. You can just use your hands to pull your leg back. We're going to do a lying hamstring stretch. So a very nice one to do to loosen up those hamstrings. Let's pull that leg up. Feel that stretch. If you need to bend your other leg just to help you move that leg a bit more, you can do so. There's that point of discomfort. We're going to hold this stretch for 30 seconds. We're not going to take it any further, just go to that first point of discomfort, that first point of feeling that stretch. Seconds. Three, two, one, and let's put it on the other leg. And holding it for 30 seconds. Get that leg straight. Don't be tempted to bend the knee here. Doesn't matter if you're not feeling too flexible. It's baby steps to get there. A little bit more flexible, takes a while. Good, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so drop that leg down. We're going to move on to the quads. We'll come back to the hamstrings. We're going to move on to the quad. We're going to do a lying quad stretch. Okay, so if you find it uncomfortable doing it lying on your front, you can do it lying on your side. Bring that foot behind, put it back, dig those hips into the ground. And this is another one we're just going to hold for 30 seconds on each side. And then let's switch sides. Another 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so next one, back to our hamstrings. So we're going to have your left leg straight. You're going to bend your right knee, and I want you to place your foot on the top of that straight leg and keep that leg straight. Okay, don't let that knee bend. And let's do a seated forward fold. So we're reaching towards our feet. See how far you can go. Just hold a stretch, feel that stretch for 30 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Let's switch sides. So right leg straight, left foot on your thigh, and then stretch forward. Another 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so this time we're going to be in a kneeling position, stretching the quads again. sitting on the heels, you're going to put your hands on the floor if you can, and then drive those hips forward. Stretch those hip flexors as well, this one. Again, hold them for 30 seconds. Another 10 seconds. Three, two, one. Moving on to our calf muscles. Okay, so starting in the tabletop position, and now getting into that low lunge again. You're going to bring your right foot into the inside of your hands. And what we're going to do now, we're going to try and get this leg straight. So our hands sweep the floor as we go back. Get to the point where your leg is straight. Now in this position, I want you to focus on bringing those toes towards you. Stretch those calf muscles. And slowly come back into that sort of kind of low lunge position and then change foot. So this time, your left foot is going to go in between your hands. Hands are going to sweep the floor as we straighten our front leg. Again, focus on lifting those toes towards you. Five, four, three, two, one. Let's come up again. Flip those feet back. Plank position. Upside down V. Downward dog. And hold. You want those hips to be real high. Try and just get those legs a bit straighter if you can. Try and get those heels on the floor, which is pretty hard to do. Just hold it there. Deep breaths. Back into that plank position. Drop those knees to the floor. Slowly rise up to your feet. So we'll start with some more upper body stretches. We'll take the first one. We'll bring our arms over to stretch the posterior deltoids. So 2 minutes to go, a bit more simpler with the stretches. We spent a long time on our back, doing our backs and sides today, and our glutes and hips. So next week I'll do a bit more focus on the legs. And switch sides. And then triceps. Holding on to our upper back, pushing that arm back. Also stretches the shoulders as well. And switch sides. Very last stretch we're going to do. Put our hands together, clasp them together, arms straight, chest forward, and then lift those arms up. Get to that point where you can feel that stretch. Stretching your chest, your shoulders, your triceps are getting a little bit of a stretch here, and getting a squeeze in the back as well. We're going to relax in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax, everyone.